tuning in to From the Thread.
Yo, what's good, man? So finally we're back here again for another new podcast.
Yeah, man.
How's the MCO treating you, bro?
It's okay lah. You know, been doing a lot of IG live, watching people's IG live, workout. Yeah.
And so you did also sort of like a mama drinks kind of thing?
Yeah, man. 10k views on masses, bro.
Yeah.
Check it out, bro. Man's
So,
famous.
And for me, TikTok videos was the
Yeah, I saw that. It was, you know,
questionable lah.
very questionable. But then again, I mean, that's what you can do during MCO lah.
Yeah, I mean, this MCO was pretty good, right? I mean, at least we get to spend some time alone, trying out some new things at home and stuff like that, whatnot.
Really?
I don't know. At least I'm working out more consistently and everything.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
mean,
good.
there's not many other things else to do lah, right?
Okay lah, reading, writing, everything.
Wow.
So yeah, but regardless what it is, we are officially back
Yes,
in
sir.
our office. So we'll
Back
be
again.
trying to sort of do more regular podcasting. Am I
Yeah.
going to say? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So today's guest is famous suit maker.
Of course.
So
Locally, at least for now.
Yeah, actually, I mean, we
Right.
don't really wear a lot of suits, right? Yeah.
But people should definitely know more about suits.
Yes, definitely. I guess you become a true man when you own a really good suit. I guess. Yeah.
Quote of 2020, man.
Good 2020. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to the podcast.
Welcome back. Oh my God, to another episode of From the Thread.
With Isaac.
And then,
And yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since we last did a podcast, right? Isn't it?
yeah, man, it's like the last one was before MCO, man.
Yeah, that was 2 months ago. I
Yeah,
haven't
man.
seen your face for 2 months ago. And
No, actually, got lah. We did like stupid ass IG live and shit.
Yep.
I'm saying, yeah.
Which is pretty cool as well. But
Yeah.
finally, good to be back in the studio and like
Yeah,
trying it
man.
out.
Yeah.
For those of you who are concerned about social distancing and everything, don't worry. Me and Ben, we've got checked out.
Yeah.
Our temperatures are all right. We're not coughing,
Yep.
sneezing, or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So let's get right into the podcast. Today we actually have someone really special.
Yeah.
We've met him through one of our Flex episodes, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, probably one of the most fun one and the latest one.
Yeah, latest one, most viewed one.
Most viewed one as
Yes.
well. So yeah. And today we have a powerhouse in our podcast room today.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have Shahrin Bahar.
Woo!
Owner. Yeah.
Sup.
Fellow's credentials is off the charts, bro.
Yes, sir.
You get what I mean? Like graduated
People
in London.
vents off the wall. He's off the charts, man. God damn.
Okay,
Off the
so
chart.
I mean, I don't maybe for our listeners,
Yeah.
you could give them like a short introduction of like what you do, who are you, what you do, and how you came about to do what you do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's up, guys? My name is Shahrin Bahar. I am the creative director and founder for a tailoring outfit by the namesake of S. Bahar. Prior to that, I've been a designer for this month, my 15th year in the industry.
Wow, long time.
And I graduated in 07, and then 05 I started working in the industry. Graduated in London College of Fashion in menswear design. And after that, I've been working as a designer in a couple of cities, Amsterdam, London, Hong Kong, Singapore. Started off in London for Puma, where we collaborated with the Alexander McQueen.
Yep.
So we got an apparel line for that.
Mm.
And then a lot of freelance stints. And then also I was a woven's men's designer for DKNY Jeans in Singapore, where they had a Singapore office for the Asian fits and the Asian market.
Yes.
And then after that, S. Bahar has always been like a little side project where if I'm back in Malaysia, when I came back from London or Singapore, I make suits for friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then I think March 2012, when I was about to do S. Bahar full time, then I got appointed to be a apparel designer for Nike. So I have moved back to Europe. I was in Amsterdam for 3.5 years.
Mm.
And we were in charge for doing the World Cup and Euro 2000 kits.
Nice.
So
Wow.
we were very lucky to design the Brazil kit, the French kit, US kit, and many more.
How did that gig came about though? The Nike gig, if you don't mind telling us.
Because when I graduated pretty well,
Mm.
and then I was in the news and stuff.
Mm.
So as I have this agent, this lady, she's the one who actually solely responsible for helping me landing interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So without her, I think I am forever indebted to her lah. So she's
I
like,
see.
hey, there's an opening for the Nike global team, and then and then I had a Skype interview. So I started in May 2012. I think we were speaking to Nike since like July, August 2011. So it's just like 2 Skype interviews, and then they flew me to Bangkok because they had a production house there. Then met the creative team there. Then I had to wait. Then for my visa and then everything. Yeah.
Oh, that's a long process.
long-
Yeah, man.
yeah.
But I mean, it's Nike lah, so unexpected lah.
Yeah. And then they have to make sure like because they are relocating you, you know, so they have to check like that you need some family stuff, whether you're bringing kids or they have to then they have to kind of figure you out how to relocate you to a different city, you know.
So their football outfit is at Amsterdam.
Used to be.
Used
and
to
then they have the WHQ, which is Oregon.
Oregon, yes, of course.
And then they have EHQ, which is like global, and Europe, which is in Netherlands. And then they have sub companies like in Shanghai, Hong Kong, and all. So the European for football, they placed it in EHQ before this.
Okay.
Because it's the most convenient because they service Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United.
Yeah,
Wow.
which is
Like
all
city,
really close by.
So you can just take trains to Paris to go to PSG and stuff like that. But then they had this new reorg where there's always leakage. Like you always see the football blogs, suddenly there's like leakings and stuff. Even like in other footwear, there's always leaking. So they say, why not we? And Portland is still the very secure. Like from this door to that door, 2 access cards, something like that lah. When we went, so say why not we move? So during that move, when they did the reorg, I wanted to leave football because I've done football. I wanted to go like Nike Lab and stuff, but there were no positions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but then cut the story short, and I've been saving up and stuff. So I just told my boss like, hey, I think I'm ready to start. And then they were like, yo, like do your thing, man. And then they were like super supportive, and then they gave me a good send off, and I'm still in good relationships with them.
Oh, nice. But how was the transition like though? First you helped design the football wear or sportswear.
Yeah.
Then transition to suit making. It's like
I graduated in very traditional tailoring, but usually the Nikes, the big brands are always the ones with opening positions, and they're always very hiring because they're a giant mammoth team, right? Say when I just graduated, maybe my dream job was like maybe like the fashion brands like a Raf Simons or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then
cool.
like a Xenia type thing. But then but if you just land any opportunity that can come about. But I think as soon as when you go and work in really big corporations, and then you meet the design peers, which in other brands, then you realize that the big brands give you a better life.
Better exposure as well.
Isn't better? Yeah.
Better moolah, man.
I see.
It's all about the bag, man.
Yeah. I mean, that is just his overseas ventures, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's one of it only.
and
it's
it's just
Nike
one of
only.
it. It's crazy, man. Like some of the notable people that he has made suits for.
Yeah,
like
but
Joe
we'll get to that later.
Yeah, man.
That's a flex right there.
Yeah, that's a huge flex right there.
But
I
I really,
remember-
but I'm just curious. Sorry to cut you off. I'm just curious, like, because you started with traditional like suit making and you go to like sportswear. Is that a huge difference?
I think they saw my tailoring as a plus point, like, oh, you know, pattern making, oh, you know, pattern drafting and stuff like that. And I think when they always hire recruiters, and it's always something that they can really, not to say brag on. They can like everyone has like a different like advantages on the table. They want a breadth, like you know, like we recruit only like the Avengers of all Avengers of designers, you know.
Everyone have different power, like basically.
Yeah. So they go like, oh, this guy, no Asian market, like from London, graduate here, graduate there, stock his graduate collection in London before. They like this whole thing, so they can talk about. So they go presenting. Ta-da.
Well,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound easy at all, man, to get in. Doesn't sound
Apparently,
easy.
like there were like I think 200-300 candidates doing for my
yeah.
position. I think apparently
Shit,
I don't
man.
know.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, just divert the topic real quick. I remember during the MCO, he was doing a live with Joshua.
Yeah.
And Joe Flizzo came on, man.
Oh, for
Joe
real?
Flizzo never goes on any
Yeah, he
live
came on.
of
Because of
any
him.
of us.
Because of him, man.
Because of him.
Yes,
he got
sir.
on Joe Flizzo. Yeah, like just now I was mentioning, right, some of the notable people that he has made suits for locally. Ultimate, Joe Flizzo, cabinet ministers. Okay, all right.
They got taste lah, actually, not bad.
Yeah.
They got taste.
NASA Group brothers, Faisal, right? Crazy, bro. Like people that I think we only dream of to meet lah. to be
True.
fair. I mean, you met Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
So, how is it like though? Like
Like-
doing suits for hip hop artists. Usually, what kind of styles are they looking for?
Yeah.
Is there? Do you think that they come with an image that sometimes you're like, that's not really feasible? You
I
get
think
interested, like-
Joe specifically because it was for the EMAs.
Yes.
And then he came with a very high confidence that like, look, I want to be in this part, and like, you know, if there's a chance of winning, I really want like a really dope suit. But then he came he can tell the story. I think it's like 6-7 days before he had to fly. So we just put him first in line and said, okay lah, we delay everything. A lot of our customers, their deadlines are a bit later.
Yes.
He came last minute, but we are not in the super packed time. It's like, okay lah, we put you first, and then we just discussed this like half a day, like what do you want to look at? Still have that hip hop look, but have that record executive, because you know at the time he's like still a music record
definitely.
right? So, and then he won, man. So
Fucking hell. Yeah.
And you're part of it, you know.
Yeah,
You're part of it.
yeah, and then the manager calls and he won. I mean, they call a message like, oh, Joe won, and then like, that was super dope. Yeah, and then with me and Cartel, now Def Jam, like we are very happy. We've been having a good relationship, so
Nice.
we've been styling most of the videos from Joe to Sona to and then we're also doing.
So if you were to do a suit for, like, for example, a music video shoot lah, so do they get to keep the suit, or do you?
I don't mind because it's already meant for them. So the one we did for Joe for Netflix, like it is his size, but it's just very 50s, very pinstripe. So like I think I don't know how he's gonna wear, but like if he wants it, it's in a bag. Man.
But it'd be kind of cool though to keep it like an archive piece, or Joe
That's
used to
true.
be this in what MV. It'd be kind of cool, man.
I've been doing that at the same time, but then like we don't have so much space. We're
I
doing a lot
see.
of clear outs. Like we've been trying to clear as much samples because we've been doing a lot of samples when we have freer time to like, okay, let's make different cuts and see whether like a bigger lapel works and stuff like that. But now it's like, alamak, like one full reel already penuh with samples, you know. So and I am also doing an initiative. I'm trying to clear 70% of my possessions. So
Okay.
Your
Okay.
personal one,
Yeah.
lah. Okay.
But they and they will like name it lah. I think like the grails, the hype beasts will look at it and like salivate. You know, I have quite some dope stuff.
Oh,
Wish.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Do let us know. Like,
Really do.
I
let us
have
know.
I have Raf Simmons
Ah.
okay.
made in Belgium. So his first collection when he just thinking he's about to start.
Now that's an archive, man.
Yeah.
That's an archive.
I have I have 2001 Raf Simmons. I have 2006 Raf Simmons. And this is pre ASAP Rocky.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
wearing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so like this is pre this is pre where hip hoppers.
Yeah.
This is when like hip hoppers wear like 50 Cent and beat us kids that wear Raf Simmons. And now you go back to the hood, they wear like what we wore. So
Yeah.
quite nice
Wow, that's
to see the
crazy, man.
change. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk more about tailoring.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, before that, I want to ask one question. Why suits? Why not couture? Why not, I don't know.
I find as a designer, a lot of designs get annoying, but suits are something that you always aspire to. You like, you know,
Timeless.
it's timeless, and then like, and it's I like things that are like, I would say like, if you make a well dressed, a well tailored suit, I think the hype kids love it, like my dad would love it. It's just a nice fitted suit goes a long way. It doesn't mean it has to be slim fit. It's just a nice fitted suit, and if it looks really nice, it's pristine. It's just something that cannot argue, you know.
That's
If
true.
someone has something
Agree.
too contemporary, with like, you know, like a crazy, not
Yeah,
crazy lah, like whatever lah, you know, whatever design it is, like avant-garde or contemporary or what, it'll become to a point where it's just that. So suits are pretty much.
And it's quite evergreen,
Yes.
I would say.
And I feel like everyone definitely needs a good suit, lah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's still like the black belt of design, you know. Like you can be contemporary, but then if you
That's true.
you could graduate and you can make suit by hand, and then that's like your black
Yeah.
belt.
So the black
That's
belt.
a
of
that's a
suit
pretty good
making, man.
analogy.
Yeah, that's
a
like
pretty
your, you know, you've done the whole thing on top of the mountain now.
good- Yeah, that's
Yes.
quite true. Okay, I mean, like sidetrack a little bit, Ben. Have you ever got a suit tailored before?
Nope. Because the reason why I don't have any event to attend.
Exactly.
Sadly.
And he's quite a good fit. I think like if you see anything off the rack, most likely it'll fit you pretty well.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel that it's still a whole nother flex lah. You can get your custom made for you, your body fit only.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. I kind of like the idea of like getting a custom tailor suit, and then I think I saw this YouTube video I think a while back. Like this guy, he was wearing his father's jacket and that kind of thing. He just made like slight adjustments, but obviously he and his dad, the size don't like go far apart.
Yeah.
And I hope that one day I'll be able to have that. You know, like
Yeah.
have a
Oh,
jacket
okay,
that is,
okay.
like, timeless. You know,
Yeah.
and I
So you can pass
it
down lah.
But how? Maybe like for someone that wants to do that, like how much of a difference it has to be, or it can be, the size difference can be huge.
I think if we deconstruct everything and redo to make it bigger, I think you get a good 2 inches if it's really bespoke.
Oh, okay.
But if you really gain more than 2 inches, 2 inches off your whole body, mathematically you've gained 7-8 kilos, and that's a lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
just I put on some weight during Christmas and all, definitely we can take it out. But if you change to a few sizes, then definitely
That's
it's
different,
a few sizes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Huh,
So
interesting. And what would you say, like what is stopping, like I don't know a lot of young Malaysian men that are, I know a lot of them are trying to get into the suit game, but most of them are getting into the off the rack game. But what do you think is the reason that kind of stops people, like, okay, I don't want to get
I mean,
a
the
suit?
best suits, even in Naples, it takes like when they tell you, and then even though if you come and you can afford, they'll go like, okay, you have a waiting list. We only do like 8 suits a month, and then like, okay, now is May, maybe you can get your suit in August. So someone with a fluent man, maybe they see that as not convenient now.
I see.
That's true.
Yeah, someone with spending power, they go like, oh, okay, like I can buy, so it's really hard. But someone who loves the process and likes the idea that someone out there is making a mold of pattern that's based on his name and his height and his size. Some people like that, and then they realize because of that, it's worth waiting. So
I see.
Yeah.
So it's more about they appreciate the process and the quality of it lah.
Yeah, and then they understand it's quite a dying.
Yeah.
It's quite dying art,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Isn't it?
true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a very, I think in Malaysia lah, I mean I may be wrong, but in my opinion I feel like it's a very underappreciated form of art.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
the master tailors can count in just like maybe like in Malaysia, like maybe the two hands lah, like the
Damn.
real deal ones lah. Then the
Mm.
ones that just like hybrid off and stuff. Like
Okay.
I cannot say myself as like a proper full-fledged tailor because I have stepped out from the cutting and drafting because I want to
Okay.
be a business owner.
I see.
So
Okay,
I just know I've done a base pattern that I've created, and then just tell them, okay, this is the S Bahar cut, so and so forth, and then they sew and they do everything. But that's why like to manage, I left, and then like I'm a business owner more than I'm a business owner that does in tailoring business rather than I'm a tailor per se.
I see.
But like
Oh,
I have
okay.
tailoring accolades to back that up if anything happens lah.
Nice.
Okay,
But aren't you afraid that you lose your touch? You know what I mean? Like
I
after
think
so many
I think
years.
I have lost my touch lah, to be
Damn.
honest. I think because that one is a different wushu altogether lah. That one is a different.
But you build up the entire thing for so many years, man.
I've built it up. Then after I go like, okay, now I build this up. Then the team works pretty good. Then I have to now know more about
The business side of
marketing.
it. Okay.
Like I've been joining like all these like business seminars, the legit ones lah, not the ones in Facebook. The one like online. Yeah. The legit ones
Yeah.
lah.
Or tell you to just quit everything and just
Yes,
Yeah, and stuff like that. Then
So-
after,
So how many people do you have in your team though currently?
so we have 4 full time, and then the head cutter just they work like they're together.
Okay.
And then if it's like crazy peak, and then we just get someone that we
Part-time.
know, and then we just call like, hey, we got these 3
okay.
jackets, and we just pay per piece lah.
So what does the head cutter do?
Basically in a week, because we do only 10 suits a
month.
month, 120 suits a week, a year.
Oh.
Yeah, so we do that. So because to make sure everything's handmade. So then basically he'll just allocate like this week, this one's fitting, this one's completed and stuff. But then if we have the spillage, then because I think that's an average, because we get quiet during puasa months, and we get quiet during maybe end of the I think December lah. So I think we 2 months out of the year it's quite quiet. Then we can even out things or like we can stretch things. But an average we just do 10 suits a month.
Well, that's very limited, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very.
That's why we do.
I've
we,
always thought it's more than that.
Yeah. So we do 10 suits a month, but then we close the highest receipt lah.
I see.
I see. Okay.
So, okay, how often does a customer return to get another suit done by you, though?
yeah,
No, I have like a handful that come like they have 2 houses, so they make like they just double,
wow,
double
that's
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Something I can't relate, man.
Yeah,
They
something we
have
can't
like
really-
a house and then the office. Like,
Okay,
because I
okay.
think when you set up as this person and you have these accolades and you just sincerely say this is what you can do and this is what I have done, I am very thankful that people who read the message and know they are of similarities or like they can understand and appreciate, then they gravitate towards that. I've seen some crazy stuff lah. I've seen some guys that come and like, hey, can you do my wardrobe? My wardrobe sucks. And then I come
Wow.
and then they have like a nice walking trousers, like really like Richard Gere in American Gigolo, you know.
Yeah.
It's either
Shit,
Tom
man.
Ford or this or Kiton and stuff. And then it's so nice to see now S Bahar is like in between, like,
nice,
like shying
nice,
my way,
nice.
like, hey, excuse me.
That's nice, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
There's a lot of like really nice people in KL, lah. And then they are pretty low profile, and then suddenly they go like, okay lah, I'm doing a house. You just check it out, and suddenly like,
Okay, now I see on your Instagram profile, like I know that your interest is definitely not just tailoring. I can see that there is a bit of British classics into it, like Harrington jackets. Like there's some British. Do you think that down the road, S Bahar can move on to like something a little bit different? Like maybe this is your way of like going into, who knows, maybe couture in KL and stuff like that.
I think S Bahar will definitely, that's our goal. Now we do 5 and then we see how the economy and all goes. I think we want to be like having like an online store like S Bahar and like friends, and then we have different brands that we want to stock and stuff like that. Maybe the bespoke or made to measure tailoring side is S Bahar. Then I always like brands, say for example different brands, and also some brands that can translate from, I would say, street to contemporary.
Okay.
So the dream is like S Bahar. We come for suits for S Bahar, and then if you want shoes, it's either like just you get a nice like GH Best or Horatio footwear.
Okay, so
And
brands that you
then-
believe in as well. Okay,
and then
okay.
try to support a few ASEAN tailoring brands like Yosal and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
okay.
then maybe have one like, this is like, I'm saying it to the universe, maybe when the dream will come true, right? Maybe then have like some $1 million stuff.
Oh.
and
Oh,
stuff
okay,
like that,
okay.
Actually, it's cool that you curate like what you like, and maybe you think that what goes well with your suit and compile it in
Yeah.
a website and sell it together is fucking
Yeah,
cool. lah.
and then have like a buy upon money shop. So you guys come, and then it's like really, I think the idea is the bigger I get, the hard, not to say the harder it is, the smaller the depth of how it is. Like you try to like, maybe this is how I know, this is what I know. So I'm trying to find ideas how I can know, because the idea for me, like shouting the masses, has never been maybe my strong suit.
Okay.
And also that all these Facebook ads will probably give me 1-2 customers, but I made one guy, and then one guy brags about like his 7 friends in his group chat, like they play golf, and suddenly then I get 7, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like it's also like I can find you 10 guys right now who can give you 10,000, but I cannot find 100 guys who can give you $50.
Yeah, that's true.
Things like that.
Interesting. But yeah, actually, you know what, he brought up a pretty interesting concept. I think that Malaysia lacks that, how do I say, that kind of stores.
Which is?
Like, say for example, like I sort of get what he's trying to say. Like he has like tailoring, then he wants to bring like GH's Bass, what they call Amy Leondale, all these kind of brands, and it kind of coincides with his own brand.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't really have a lot
Actually,
of
we
that in KL.
do, but we not for like his genre.
Yeah.
Streetwear, we have.
Streetwear. I mean,
Definitely
of course lah.
a lot.
Of
Yeah.
course
Lot,
lah.
man.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot,
in
yeah.
Malay, in what KL, the closest is I think WJ and Co and stuff.
Yes.
Now they have the in-house shirts and stuff, so they're doing that. And I always kacau him. It's like the store next door.
Yeah.
it's like everything's like menswear, and then shoes, Hublots and stuff. And next one is like I think batik and baju kurung.
Yeah.
And then a lot of batik kurung is upstairs. Right? I was like,
That's true.
I think this is my store.
This is your
It was like, but then like, of course, that I know that's the brand next to it is like my mom's favorite brand, and they're doing very well. But I think BSC first floor has always been one day my thing, or I just go online.
Yeah. Yeah, that like I'm looking forward to that because
One
to be
day
honest,
lah.
I would love to see like a concept store or a select store
Yeah.
that is other than streetwear lah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
we
think
need
streetwear
that
is
lah.
definitely strong. Like we have a lot like for example like 100%.
Yeah. I mean,
crossover. all
I mean,
these,
no offense to them lah, but what's the point of opening so many similar stores that carry the
But
similar
same in the
styles?
menswear world, it's like now like they're like maybe there's like riding like de-riding in some brands in the streetwear. There's also some riding in the like kind of contemporary tailoring brands. Like
That's true.
like every cool tailoring brand must have Drakes now. You know, it's like something really like okay.
Yeah.
Which I sort of get it. Like I see a lot of select stores that used to be more, say for example, that select store, their style is more preppy.
Yeah.
Then suddenly they start bringing in a bit of sneakers, but vis-a-vis is because they actually sell easier in that sense. I think that's also one of the, it's like a business sense thing lah.
Yeah.
But it would definitely be nice to see like down the road more like different styles.
Yeah. And also a lot of like we have to own our region better than how we used to own our region.
Yeah, that's true.
Why I left Malaysia, because I was living in Amsterdam, the Dutch guys just own their place in the world very well, and they know they are only 3 hours from Paris, but they are not French. They are only like a flight away from London, but they don't want to be the London style, so they
that's
really
true.
hold it. And then now you can really see a lot of brands and designers and have this Dutch design.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also they can argue because they have that a long time. They have Van Gogh and stuff like that, right? They have like the Dutch museum, which is one of the best artists. So we have to first of all have the mindset lah. But at the
That's
same
true.
time also don't blindly support. You know, if it's not good, also don't support.
That's true. Speaking of like brands that you like, what are some of the brands that you're fucking with nowadays though?
Any genre, like.
Yeah,
Any
I like Emile Leondor from the store to everything. I think he's done a great
Yeah.
job. All his collabs have been great.
That's true.
I like there's a Japan called Komashita, and then I like anything to do with. I like there's a tailor in Korea called B and Tailor. They do a really cool different cut, and then they've been getting real recognized in the tailoring world.
Wow.
I also like this footwear brand called Horatio. I like
Sure.
Filling Pieces from Amsterdam a lot.
Filling
They're doing the
Pieces.
ready-to-wear stuff,
Yeah.
and I was very fortunate that I co-designed the first season for them. So
Tell us like more about that,
tell
man.
me, yeah. How is that like?
Yeah, how did the gig came by? How did it like? How was the process of designing
I think I was fortunate to meet Guillaume and all when I was living there. Then he's like, hey, we're doing this little thing, and then we have this whole set of collection straight away is gonna be to Barney's. Then I was actually doing my honeymoon in there with my wife. Then Yana tengah pregnant, and then he's like, you can come back next month. Like we can discuss it. Like we'll fly you. Like okay. So it's like really like it's not. But then it was the first season, so it was a bit. I didn't know what they want, or it was just like at least I just help them say this is apparel lah, and then it's actually much harder process than footwear, or maybe I don't know. Like it seems that they found a very good rhythm with footwear. So maybe in apparel, like I also don't know because every company works differently. Like
Yes,
some
definitely.
like my previous job, some like we can just show a real rough sketch, and then the production house and us are very familiar. Then they go, oh, I know what you mean. And someone's like super detailed, like spec drawing. So it's very hard, lah.
I see. Interesting.
But that's a
Yeah.
really good part in your portfolio, man. I feel.
Okay,
Aside from the Nike and Filling Pieces, is pretty cool.
But it's just the thing, like, like if like now I can say like the most fulfilling job is this one. But then like if I tell my friends, I say my friends like, oh, you know, my friends when he was in Adidas and I was in Nike, I was like, man, you get to meet Pharrell, talk to him. Then when I left, he's like, you get to do your own thing, like everything designs from your namesake. You don't have to go through these like processes. I was like, I think everyone will always feel the grass is greener.
Yeah.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah,
Every
definitely.
time, like, yeah. I was at, like, now I can say after 5 years leaving Nike, I will always say like, it'll be good to do this. When I'm there, I'll say it'll be good to do that. It's just human nature, I guess.
But what if you let's say you didn't have the mindset to start your own brand at all, which company would you stick with though? Of all the ones you work with previously?
I think Nike has been they took good care of me. Then I'll try to really, the dream is to revamp the Nike lab. I've always wanted to
Oh, nice.
to do that. And then when I remember, I think when I was in Portland, and then this was like before the Errolson Hugh from Acronym came, like he just left the office. And I went like, what? Like that's like another guy go like, yeah. So we remember we remember all these things that we cannot say and stuff like that. Like, so it was really cool.
Oh, so you have to sign a what is it called?
Like NDA.
Yeah,
and then we have
yeah.
media train, and then I think I remember they used to have this program called Keep It Tight. It's like how to speak. So during the World Cup, if like a football blogger wants to talk to you, like how much can you say, how much can you not say?
But now it's all over already lah. Now you can say already, is it?
No, the ACG. So that time I was like, hey, I know that. Why the guy damn familiar? Then it's like, so then I told my friend like, yo, is that? It's like, yeah, they are doing something in the lab. Yeah, and the lab was like very small, and like in Nike, the Nike got like say basketball, and then the Nike lab or like it's like the elite of the elite, like the Super Avengers, Super Black Belt.
Oh,
like even like around people around the circular don't know what they're doing sometimes.
Wow.
I've always like, okay lah, one day
One day.
will be my thing lah. Yeah.
I see.
That's damn cool, man. That's
Speaking-
fucking cool.
Yeah, at that time lah. But then like definitely the dream is to do your own thing. And then I thought I was like, okay lah, maybe I do. If I start and elsewhere also, it's like what force, yeah.
I see.
Like the worst thing, we know what's corny now.
What?
The people leaving their hometown and then like open, like they just want to make a brand because they're from New York, you know.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that die first, because like if you're not real nowadays, things
true.
hit you hard.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
And
So
I
many
think-
competition out there, man. Like for real, for
It's
real.
like, you know, like,
the references are all over, and it's
Yes.
like it's so easy to call you out. I feel. Yeah.
but
if-
this
if
calling
you're-
out culture also need to be tamed down.
Yeah, that's true. Like I think like
What makes you say that though?
Maybe the guy got, I don't know, this whole keep it real, right? I've seen someone living a nice life, not keeping it real their whole life. So
Wow.
that's true. That's true.
Fake it till make it, man.
Yeah.
but then he supports the children's school fees. It's deeper than that, you know.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
deeper
That's
than
true.
it's deeper than that. So I always feel like let them be lah. As long he never kacau. If he kacau you, then we can kacau him back.
Yeah, but I think that's the positive way of seeing things lah. To be a good person, everyone can live in harmony and shit. But the thing is, if you're in the creative industry, everyone like copy each other, then
But it really hurt you or not? Like really hurting you or not? Like you come back home, your house bill pecah or not?
yeah lah.
Not yet, then
But
only
still,
lah.
you built something from scratch. You get what I mean? Like, and then someone just come in, potong queue, and just take your idea and just do exactly, and then boom, came
Yeah
up.
lah. That's true lah. But then
Yeah.
I understand it's the frustration, the
Yes.
velocity is very high.
Yeah.
But to retaliate and to be angry about it also, he's still sleeping well, you know. So we have to work our way. It's really like there's different ways to settle things lah. But
True,
can settle
true.
lah.
That's very optimistic, man. Gotta learn that.
But yeah, there's a different way to settle. But can
Yeah.
settle lah.
But I think that like in terms of like just now you say copying and all, I think it varies lah. I think it really
Why,
varies. Like some people, I think that some of the best brands or best ideas I've ever seen, it was not an original idea,
Yeah.
but someone that saw the original idea,
And make
sat
it
on
better.
it, and made it a lot better.
Like Japanese brands riding on
Yes.
American stuff. But then
Correct, yeah.
but they always have a very compelling story to start. So I think whatever the aesthetic is, and then like someone can, there's a new wave of tailors in Malaysia that has the S Bahar style lah, the lightweight.
Yeah.
When I was like, okay, no one's doing this.
Okay.
But they like be my guest. Like I love the idea sharing, and I'm the type. I was born. My design mentors teach me like, don't be shy. Share your ideas. If you see someone in the coming up doesn't like want to know any supplier details, give them, because like But here we are very close. Like they don't want to share which production houses they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
or
yeah.
where they get their supplies.
That's true.
But it's not that you are profiting from it. If the suppliers supply like get more business, then they can be very good one day, and then they can last a long time, and it will be beneficial for you and for a lot of
True,
people.
true.
That's
But
true.
here, our forefather, like some of the design people, maybe they were taught to like
Yeah.
keep your
Keep your designs close and stuff like
yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
I like. I
That's
think
true.
if my design is missing tomorrow, I know that I'll get a better design type thing.
Yeah, but yeah, like I feel like Malaysia now is going through like a lot of those like calling out thing lah.
Yeah,
Like,
I think especially during the MCO, man. Everyone is
During
too
MCO.
But
free
that one
of-
I'm short lah. I also
Yeah.
like I was like popcorning.
yeah, man, do it. Those are good shows.
Everyone was too free, man.
But the thing is, it's I don't know lah. It depends on
Yeah,
how
that's why
you present it.
Yeah, but then like if like say I cannot talk for anyone,
Mhm.
but I can talk myself. Like you can
Yes.
copy my design, but you cannot copy 4 years of first class degree in menswear.
yeah,
Mm.
You cannot
that's
copy
true.
15 years.
Yeah,
That's a flex right there.
Yeah, you cannot copy like working in 5 regions. You
Mm.
know, you cannot do that.
Mm.
That one cannot
true.
copy.
It's all
That's
experience. It's your personal
That's right,
experience.
that's right.
Yeah.
So
It's different.
so you have to find your own compelling story how they can copy you.
Mm.
How
Right.
you can't be copied.
that's true.
So what makes S Bahar suits different than others?
When we were starting, there's a lot of suits that they look very similar, and also why is it similar? Because there's only a few production houses and a few tailors that can do so much.
Locally, like
Yeah, so we have to find our own cutting and find like kind of reblock and reshape it. And I've always loved the Italian suits more than English suits because they are more lightly padded, and sometimes there's like almost like skeleton. There's not much. There's no canvas, no fusing, and
It's
just
more
stuff like that.
relaxed, to be
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
So we tried to, and then it's always half line. So I thought like actually this suit is more applicable
Mhm.
to KL because these suits were worn for Italians in the summer, and the summer can get up to like 40 degrees as well.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
quite hot.
Yeah,
it's
so
quite hot.
that's why I just took that idea, and it's actually a tedious task. But then when I came back, and then I was taking a break and stuff, enjoying like, and then like it was a bittersweet. I came back to Malaysia for good, and then I just like chill with my family,
Mhm.
and then waiting for all the stuff to arrive back, you know.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And then slowly we built. But then I remember like every day from 10 in the morning, I will find out from any tailor, and I find out myself and go door to door and meet some legendary tailors. It's like, hey, I'm doing this suit. I have some samples. Can you do? And some will like, oh, too tired. Like it's too long and stuff. Yeah, but like really, like I did like I don't know, like if whoever is an aspiring designer or tailor, like you really should be honest whether you've done the groundwork lah. I went like shameless, knock doors, like from Pandan Indah to Kajang to like Ketuk Kemuning. Like I heard you used to do this. Like can you? And then they shut down on me. So like some they go like, oh, I done it before, but ask my another tailor. Like I will do that like for 2 weeks. I was just like tailor scouting.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
Like real pursuit of happiness stuff shit. Like really like that's why
I
like.
see.
yeah, exactly. You've been through all this. I imagine like if people just come in easy and just you
No,
give
but this
them
is
an
like
idea.
post Nike where everything's cushy, you know, like you got like a name card to yourself, and then like every trade show you go, you show your name card and go like, oh, come have a look, exhibit and stuff like that. Then you come back home and then you just take your sister's car and then you go to like you don't go back to scratch.
Mm.
Yeah, but then if I hear stories like there's a good tailoring brand called P. Johnson. It's doing very well, right? They're in Melbourne or in New York now. He started out like sampling, all these suit samples behind his car.
Oh,
Then
okay.
he knows friends that love suits. Like, hey, try my cut, try my stuff. And he has said also like that is how it started. Like I didn't have the shop before. I went to friend's house and stuff. So
That's true.
Were you ever at the point that oh shit, this is because you came from working at all this
of
like
course lah.
big company, then you suddenly came back to this. Like, have you ever reached the point that oh shit, why am I doing this? Like, should I give up? Or not?
Exactly. Definitely. That's like Satan's teabagging you lah. It's just like really like it's just true because like I was very fortunate. Like the odds of me being in these places are very very slim. And then like big brands like took the chance on me, and sometimes when I wake up and then like I always sometimes pinch myself. But now I think of it as like sometimes I go like shit man, like I'm in the flight to Paris watching a Paris Saint-Germain game because there's something to do with my design. It's like something that I back in the day lah. But when you're there you always feel like now lah like nothing and stuff like that.
I see.
But now I'm more grateful with how my life has changed also now with becoming a father and stuff, right? Yeah. But when you were single, you go like, "Alah."
But how long did it actually took for Bahar to really kick off? Like from that process to
like finally you can feel, oh shit, this is, I can make a living for this. Feel comfortable.
I can making a living, but I can make an income. I cannot make a fortune yet. It's just like okay lah, like we all everything's paid. Like because we make it very like. I like the idea like we make believe these things like a secret society just because we didn't have the sources to market or like we don't have a lot of we cannot supply as much. But then that worked into our favor.
How long to grow from? How many years it took you to grow to that though?
I think the first year, then I got married. Then 2017, I feel like wow, like it's then the magazines come and then like then
some media exposure.
And then all of a sudden, then I go like, oh shit, this is curious, because at the time also you have to work like you have no choice because some people this like when they this like their side bit, you can really breathe. You can really sense it's a side bit thing.
Yeah.
Like I have no like that's my now Bahar is only my only income.
I see.
I didn't take the chance on the Bitcoin wave that time. I didn't invest in gold. I have no real estate.
I see.
like, so like nothing now, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't have vintage watches stuff like that.
Not yet. It will come soon.
I'm trying to let go 70% of my clothes. Like really, I'm like resetting myself.
But realistically speaking, if let's say, like, if this doesn't work out, what would you have done? Like,
instead.
Do you think you would have like went to try other ventures, or would you still stick with fashion?
No lah, I will get the
Nike gig back.
Now maybe I don't have the stamina already.
Yeah.
The young guys like hungrier.
That's
they
true.
can just dribble me. I had like a few back in the day, like backup gigs, like some consultancy China gigs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was in talks of that one. Can last me like 3 gigs can last me, and if I live modestly in KL, I can last me.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
But
design lah, nothing else lah.
I see. You
Maybe
definitely want to stick to design in that sense.
Yeah, design or what else? Don't know much I can do lah.
Other than designs, right?
Don't know lah. I really don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Because you spent so many years doing
might as well.
design related stuff already.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm
suddenly
trying
if
to
you want to
think.
leave, it's like, oh my god.
What
Yeah.
am I
gonna
doing?
do?
I really don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's the question we have to ask all.
Maybe like
ourselves.
invest lah, like
Bitcoin.
like
Real estate.
some. See like just like ask like friends that turn to clients like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I
Or
pump-
maybe
I pump money there. Like
or maybe go Facebook video, watch those like what's the thing really?
all this marketing guys.
Marketing thing, yeah, marketing.
Online.
Yeah, how
And
to
then the
be
mic
rich.
all then to go and.
But
So I don't know lah. I think I was confident, that's why, and then I proposed to Yana, and then I feel like this can make a living. If not, I think I'll be not married lah, and then I just probably just travel, do
That's
some freelance gigs here and there, and then like get by and stuff like that.
Interesting. Okay, so if let's say like me and Ben like right now we want to do a suit averagely how much would it cost? Like to do a
I
suit.
think the entry level is like 2,850, but I think a good suit can give you 3,500 get you like a properly made in Italy fabric suit and stuff.
So 3-5 again.
At least
get it,
lah.
man.
At least.
We want where to wear do podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not? The kind of thing.
flex lah.
Yeah, it's a flex, man. It's a flex. It's a hard.
But
flex,
always these sneaker guys, like if you guys collect, like if you guys like accumulate all the stuff, it's
about that.
It's about like a lot of suits
Yeah.
also, right?
There's
Yeah.
only 4 pairs of shoes.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, I'm not really a sneaker guy.
Same.
But the thing is, the reason why I didn't get a suit because I don't know where to wear it
Yeah
to.
lah. Or you
That's-
don't have
that
like
is- that's
someone,
what-
or
that's
someone
the only thing that's
personal,
stopping me.
like a best friends getting married and all. And this
Yes.
is more meaningful, right? To get a suit.
Yes,
like
yes,
I'm
exactly.
I'm making an effort for my best friend because
Yes.
I'm the best man, blah blah blah. But it will come lah.
But
Don't worry.
you can't think of it. I actually can think of it. Like if the cutting is a bit more casual, I don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't mind like wearing it.
more
Yeah,
like-
like out.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly don't mind.
I mean, I
Okay, like think about it this way. Like
Thank you.
comme des garçons suits.
uh,
Super casual lah. I think that you
yeah,
really
yeah,
can
yeah.
wear out.
Yes, but
Like why not? Yeah. If it's casual enough, I think imagine an all grey suit with a New Balance. That's fire though.
That's nice.
let the mindset go into me for.
You are
business.
too young lah, bro. You
Hey.
need to go- you
Or
need to
like
go-
all grey suit, but Adidas. Adidas is the best. Adidas is the best.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
work with Nike, but want to but plug Adidas.
Adidas SC Premier.
SC Premier.
Let's get into more like controversial stuff, man. Let's call
How
fellas
about
out, man.
How about you start?
Hey, don't lah like that.
Can lah.
Okay, I remember. Okay, so because of all, there's a lot of designers that does suits.
What's
Let's
up?
name a name like Tom Ford,
Yeah.
Saint Laurent. What
Nice.
else?
Zegnia.
Then
Yeah.
Zegnia.
So what do you think
Boss.
of? How should I word it? Like, why would people go for those type of suit rather than a bespoke one?
Yeah, actually, you know what?
true.
That's a really good
Yeah.
question.
I
Like,
thought of
noticed
this the other day.
I mean, it's the brand narrative. Like I know, like someone who just go for Saint Laurent suit because I think the narrative they want to wear the boots and stuff. But then I think, and also suit brands always give the notion that it's very businessy, right? Like they always the campaigns are always a guy with a tie,
Yes.
and now they try to casual it up with like a guy with a trainer, but it's still very stiff in a way. And then now that's why like the new wave of tailoring brands like P. Johnson, Drake, suddenly like guys like looking really casual and the suit's really soft and really moves. But still the campaign comes from, if it's tailored, it's something a bit dressy about it. But Saint Laurent, I think they can get away wearing a suit and then like a Chelsea boot and then still has that maybe like a music reference to it, like a rock and roll thing, and still they can get away from that dressiness, but more on the fashion and imaginary.
But don't you
feel.
think like everyone want to be like special? Like, oh shit, I spent like 10K on a goddamn Tom Ford suit. Might as well get a bespoke one and it fits custom.
Exactly.
Don't know. I know now there's like 3 of our clients that already own Tom Ford suits. One just like the idea of like he's quite broad on the shoulder, and one guy because he can, and another one is just like, oh, if I can pay 18,000 ringgit, I really want to feel 18,000 ringgit suits on me, like something like that. Then he
Basically, is the mindset is, oh, I'm rich. I want to show that I'm rich, only lah, right?
no, but then they realize, like, hey, it's different because Tom Ford is like really different. It's like quite the suit is quite heavy, and then like the padding is quite prominent. And, I don't know lah. I really don't know. But then if you come to a tailor, sometimes it's not about the cut. It's also the fabric choice. Like maybe the same the fabrics you get in Tom Ford, you pay 10 like so much more. And if you want the exact fabric like a cashmere wool from this brand, you come to like a tailor, then you get it much less lah. Things like that. It's about the fabric. It's more a fabric game lah for tailoring, and of course it's like your cuts and stuff. But like if you really want something like out of your head, then a tailor would definitely, hopefully, it comes quite close. Like I want an olive linen double-breasted with silver button, something like that. Then something like that, like something very in tune. Then a tailor can definitely, hopefully.
There you go.
Have like any customers came up to you straight up, I want this super rare material. Then would you able to source it for them?
No,
or?
we have it, but then always the most expensive stuff are actually quite fragile. So we go like get something, but then if they want it, they can. But
You will also advise like hey, it's not working out lah, bro. Right? You will also advise it that way too lah. You get
I mean, like I cannot have a perfect score, but we are very grateful. We have almost a perfect score. Like we have consulted them. Like say someone likes like a slim fit suit, like a slim fit trouser. We always feel like the balance is important. And then sometimes we just take photos of like the side angle. I go like if your shoulders are broad and then if your suit's too slim, it looks quite triangular. Then they understand now the feeling like, oh, like looking well balanced is also something nice. And someone who's large, if they wear something slimming, sometimes it has a lot of creases and stuff. That's even looking weirder and worse rather than you have a clean straight line. But they always feel like there's a lot of fabric and stuff. They get conscious of that. But we always tell them like,
Okay, so what's top 3 key points that make a good suit?
How it fits from behind.
Behind?
Actually,
What do you mean by that
I've
though?
heard that a few
Yeah, a
times.
clean back is the
Yeah.
perfect suit.
What do you mean by
Few times.
clean back?
Because a lot, even slim fit suits, they have this like little pucker on the wing side.
Mm.
Yeah, clean back is like
Yeah.
because your back is a curve,
Yes.
so that you have to cut to a curve. So a clean back is always
So you
better.
cannot be like straight lah. So you need to like exaggerate, like show off your.
A bit, but it's also clean.
Mm.
Yeah, and then it has to be in a great height. A lot of suits nowadays, like exception of Tom Brown, like suits are getting shorter,
Yes.
which is actually doesn't look so nice, doesn't
Yeah.
balance out. Like suits were meant to really have like cover
A
your
certain length.
bum,
Yeah.
so that's the figure, and then the trousers you just kind of
Fall nicely.
fall straight with a clean line like that.
Yeah.
So like the back, and then the rest are like little details lah. Like if like good suits like you should have working cuff buttons and stuff like that. Usually the ready to wear ones are just like placements.
Mm.
I feel like details are like the little secret nuggets in a
Yeah.
suit lah. It's like, oh fuck, only I know there's a fucking.
But that
dollar
one also
sign right there.
gets me annoyed sometimes lah.
Oh, really?
Just get a nice fabric, get a nice like pay a bit more. Not
Mhm.
don't like we always say like don't buy more but buy the best you can afford.
Yeah.
Of course.
Get a nice fabric, get it nicely tailored.
Mhm.
Don't be thinking you want to pay more so you want to get a bit more like original and stuff. Just get like
True.
I
true.
always feel like the idea is like if you buy Wagyu beef you don't have to season so much.
Yeah.
But if you buy
Yeah.
cheap ass beef you have to make into like curry, to cover line everything, right?
Yes.
You know, like so
Definitely.
like if you have this like marble 8 stuff,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
just like season salt, pepper, oil, pour butter
Boom.
base, done.
Yeah, that's true.
This one you have to like letak turmeric and you have to
Yeah.
letak daun curry. And
What a
stuff.
good analogy, man. Like,
Nah,
God,
if you
that's
buy
true.
good-
Makes so much sense.
Yeah, if you buy good meat, you can just present the meat. Like they go like, oh, this is Wagyu or like
Yeah.
Kobe or something like that. Right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, in the name of originality and personalize, they go ham.
Yeah, but
They
I
just
also don't
go
understand like
like-
why people like the idea of being creative so much. I had this little Facebook thingy. Apparently, I had like on my personal, and then it had quite a stir. Like people DM me, you okay or not? Like, but I just don't understand like why non-creatives love the idea of like dabbling in creative. Like if like we are normal guys and then we go like, yeah, you cough, I think you should take this. Like, go like people go like, call you out, hey, you doctor, is it?
Yeah.
Why clients like to like design like why they like to design and dabble in design?
I feel
That's
that I feel that maybe they are not from our creative background. They doesn't have that knowledge. They maybe think that, oh shit, I put more so that I can outstand other guys.
Yeah. I
Or
always
Like
feel
the
that
idea
way,
is like they
actually.
like to like, you can have your opinions, but like they always want to like design. Like if say someone like I wouldn't like say I want to change the law, like the book of law. They go like, hey, you're not even a lawyer.
Okay.
But a lot of people want to just change the design line. Like why?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good
It's like
point.
it's like even like if you work in an agency and then your client comes, like they just want to dabble. Like why you want to change?
That's true.
Like why you want to
Something
change?
that's already good. Yeah.
Like we'll never ask you to change like your ROI scheme or something like that to make you know what I mean? Like but why you want to change it?
Yeah, that's true. That's actually food for thought.
Like don't
What,
change.
what do you think? Yeah, actually, yeah, I personally agree as well. Like something that is good in the name of personalization and creativity, a lot of them like add like things that are just
And then the biggest agencies,
extra.
friends, and now who has retired and start their own smoker, they have told me stories like the big guns, the big clients, they have these big jobs to do branding and all. They ask to change. Then after they wait for 1 week, they never even change anything. Then they show back, they go, oh yeah, see when we ask them to change, that's why ngam, like I've seen that in front of my eyes. Like we've done from
But don't you think some people have the opinion of like asking to change because for the sake of improvement? But like that
or
legitly.
choices.
Yeah.
but maybe, but always they come in a very dialogue. The dialogue's always very nice. Like what if, like they will have this dialogue. They
What
go
if,
like, yeah,
like,
or like, they go
yes,
like,
yes, the what ifs.
like they look that they contribute. They are like part of the huddle, not like they're up looking down. You can tell someone's like in the huddle together, then like someone's like overseeing from the lifeguard seats, right? And then
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Interesting. But going it back a little
Tomorrow,
bit. Yeah, going back a little bit. Just now he was saying that like clean bag and all whatnot, right?
Yeah.
I feel like in my years of like styling people or men or women in general, everyone like, especially those that comes with reference, they have an unrealistic expectation of their self. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you mean.
And I think that actually gets in the way a lot, especially if you're a tailor. Because just styling, I've already get so many people that reference, and I look at your body, it's just like,
Yeah.
nah, man, it ain't gonna fucking work out.
Yes,
lah. You
exactly.
get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is not gonna work out, for
Exactly.
sure. But the problem is that they think that, if you put some needles and pins here, and then, it might work out. But the truth is, it's not lah. You get what I'm trying to say? I think most people should have like some realistic expectations of how your body looks like. Like, I'm not
Definitely.
you, you're not me. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So like,
And yeah, that's true. And
I feel like this applies not only to like suit making, it applies to like haircuts as well.
yeah.
yeah, I know.
Haircuts, fitness.
Fitness,
Yeah,
correct.
they show that I want to achieve this body in.
But it's impossible.
exactly,
Yeah, it's
everyone is
impossible.
just built differently, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's impossible.
True.
They just need to understand that mindset.
And one thing, I am definitely amateur about this, but I know that tailoring, the reason why I always wanted to try it one day is because I want to know what are my body flaws. And I know that tailors would know, like your right arm is a bit longer, your short, your shoulders a bit broader on one side, that kind of thing. I just want to know, it's like, oh shit, I never knew about that. Because I definitely can feel it, but I don't exactly know exactly what is it about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything like this before?
Usually like one arm longer than normal.
That's quite normal, right? Isn't
And
it?
then, I had like a like this, usually the large is more difficult to fit a larger person. It's just because like when they sit down, their stomach expands, and then
Yes,
it's
of
like
course.
sometimes they have like the back gut as well.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You have to really think of like the whole thing as a circular.
Okay.
And but at the same time, if you really do large guys very well, then you're also quite a black belt.
Yeah, that's true.
But then I was like saying I think I remember my first year. This is my first year, and then one of the top tailors in KL. Only one of it is Malay. And I go like, bang, hari ni the guy punya pinggang 52 lah, like 52. Then I thought quite tough for me.
Wow.
Then he's like, lah, I've done before. Need to double tape for the second one. So like so I think like the measuring tape goes to 60 inches. So you have to like double tape to the second one.
That's fucking huge. Hey, bro, that's huge.
huge,
That you have to double tape.
Yeah.
Walao.
Then I said, how you do that? It's like, he said like at the end of the day, it's no shape, like there's really no shape anymore. Like what shape? But then you just have to really just like hide the things and stuff like just to just clean lines. There's no such thing of like
Shape at all.
yeah, but then it's like if you want him to wear, so like try to hide so like the buttonholes, if it's slightly lower, then it just accentuates a bit more, then hides the gut a bit more. But there's nothing really magical there.
But how is that a black belt then? Like what you said, like if you can't really perform, you just at that point there's no shape. You're just making it for the sake of making, right? Don't you think?
No, but you have to do the best. But then you cannot do you cannot go above and beyond. But then you have to take points. Like some people, like larger guys, always wear their stomachs below the belt, the gut, right? But if they wear it a bit higher, it really cleans up the line and really makes their torso longer.
Yeah.
And someone who has a a bigger bum, like we have to put more fabric actually in front, so it just has that things clean up like that.
Yes,
and then sometimes the waistband we have to like make it bigger and stuff like that. There's things like that. It's not like to make you look 10 pounds lighter, but just to clean up the lines, lah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if they wear a normal trouser, they'll see some back puckering and stuff. But sometimes they like it because slim, slim fit. But actually, in us, it's like the fabric's like crying, like I'm stuck.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I totally agree with him. I think if you can tailor like a fat fucker,
Whoa!
like a
Whoa!
fat fella, like a
Come-
really
come-
huge guy, oh my god,
It's
like
plus size, not a
Plus
fat fucker.
size, body positive. Come on, bro.
It's already 2020, bro.
But the idea is like if I want to do a brand one day, I really want to cater for the body
Bigger
positive.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have so many ideas. Like I always feel all around the world like the plus size shops looks like storerooms, and then I want a plus size shop to look like Zara or like Zenia, like nice guy.
Yes, that's what we need, man. I mean, not to
It's always the
encourage-
big and tall looks like very like forsake got in like
it's
some-
just an
yeah.
extra lah.
Or like in some shop lot, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
then I
That's
thought
true.
like from XXXL to XXX, like
Yeah.
you just make like maybe you can change, don't say large, extra large, maybe just do like size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Like,
Make them feel a little bit better.
I mean, not like
No,
our-
it's just like it's just a new system for them because
Yes.
they are not in the average height and size, so they are different, and we can make it special for them. Like
Yes, definitely.
A different numerical order for them.
Yeah, end of the day, they're still humans. They want to look good. So just they're customers as well, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking of big and tall and like suits fitting well and everything, I think like back in the early 90s, like Jordan suits,
The
like
bomb,
NBA
man.
bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think
That's a good topic to bring up, man.
I think it
love
was
it.
very like it's so different. Like you see like how LeBron James nowadays, like when they
Yeah.
walk in, the suits is
Yeah.
very different.
Very
And back then,
different.
bro, Michael Jordan's suit look like I don't know lah. Have you watched the movie The Mask?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
And
love
it
it.
all like that
Yes,
kind of style.
yes,
one.
yes,
Like, it's
yes,
like
yes.
square,
Yes,
and then
square,
like
long.
it's like you will hold a Tommy gun lah. That
The,
kind of thing, you know?
the larger you are, the wider you get. So
wider
like,
it
they'll just do
gets.
like an illustrator. They just shift and
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No,
dude.
the thing is they wear their pants super high up. Never mind. Down there is still long, you know.
It's
Yeah.
long, yeah. Sometimes it's like
shit, man.
there's even like a slight drape on
Yes.
the shoes also.
yeah,
It's kind
like
of
a
crazy,
break
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, no break and nothing. And wow, I mean it's a look. Don't get me wrong. I actually kind of dig that. Look
I don't
also.
hate it at all,
Yeah, I
man.
don't
I
hate
just
it,
feel
yeah.
it's just very different, man. It's
Yeah,
very,
just
very different.
True. I remember like in the early 90s, like Americans like really like that whole like mafioso. Like they used to wear like that sharp like shoulder kind of thing. Like
Yes.
look more like I don't know
Yes.
something like that.
They like a strong shoulder.
Yeah, a strong shoulder, right? So Italian style is usually more of a relaxed kind of shoulder.
They even have suits called the shirt shoulder. So,
come.
so they even have a suit called the shirt shoulder. So it's just as clean as a shirt lah.
Oh, okay.
But I like a bit of padding. Just the idea of like for any suits, I think it's nice. Padding doesn't have to be thick. Can be thin.
Mm-hmm.
But I always feel like if someone who is quite rectangular, if you extend the shoulder slightly, it gives more room for you to taper the waist in. So then you can get a shape.
More
something
like that. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I see.
And
more
then it's always the ratio. Like a good body figure is like, say if your chest is 38, most likely your waist is a drop 4 from that, so it's 34.
34.
And
yeah.
then your hip will be like a +6, so it's 40. So it's just a 4 and 6 that ratio. So,
okay.
but some people maybe their chest is like their gym, they are big. Like say they're husky, say their chest is 42, but then their waist is like 34, so it's like big, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily you really have to pin it so slightly.
Yeah.
You can just pin shape, but this is how we should tell the clients lah. Like
I see.
a good, you have to taper it, but it doesn't have to like really form fitting your
That's
skin, things like that.
But yeah, like that's a pretty good point. Like I think you have you seen like Terry Crews?
Yeah.
Bro, his suit is like sometimes a bit too
Like
tight,
the
man.
rock also, bro.
The rock is like, wow, looks like it's gonna burst, man.
Yes,
That kind of- I think
exactly.
those kind of guys, you don't need too much padding already, right?
Yeah.
Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but rock some suits are pretty nice. I think one guy I like he's quite big and he wears quite good suits. Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
If you see him wear his suits, he's like really classic and really.
True.
He's big. Like,
And he
big.
keeps it to the classic colors,
He's
like
like Tom
grey,
Ford or Dunhill,
yeah.
those guys lah. Like he's pretty. Like, I think Henry Cavill is, if you're a husky buff guy, I think Henry Cavill is a good reference point.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
even some of the rock stuff, some lah.
Some, but not Terry Crews. Terry Crews, I don't really like his trousers. He likes
yeah?
to like, because his up top is so heavy, right? And his legs is like, typical black guy skinny legs, right? And it's just like, dude, he slims
You're
it
damn
all
bad,
the
man.
way down.
Our podcast gonna be flat, bro. yeah, but I get it.
But yeah, he really slims it down a lot, and it's just like it looks like too much
Triangular,
of a triangular.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So okay, in a suit lah, what's a big no for a suit, man? Like a full look.
I just don't like you think you want to be clever with the detail. Like, hey, here got different colors. Like don't like that. This is like when people like if that's like analogy like me trying to be a doctor, a lawyer.
Yeah.
So don't be that.
That's bad, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
blue color, then pink inside.
Yeah, like
right?
ooh,
Right.
Bro,
like
that's
maybe
super
lining is
bad.
nice lah, just to have the pop. But then like the buttonholes are different color. Then you think like you've done some design masters to it. Like I don't know.
How do you usually like advise for something like that though?
I say I just say I want it to look nicer in photos in 3 years, 4 years time.
Yeah,
Maybe hopefully along the line when you got more classic,
yeah.
then the photo still looks good. The photo was about your promotion, and you go like, yeah, but a white buttonhole. Like, what? Like that just like really annoys me.
Oh, that's super bad, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So what do you think of like Tom Brown? They do like short short pants with suit.
He revolutionized the game. Lah. Like
Yeah,
I mean, like
I
he
love it.
really like made the.
Yes.
There's a few brands that really help the high street like fall into this category that everyone wants to gravitate to.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can only name a few, like Rick Owens, Tom
Rick Owens, yeah.
Brown,
That's true.
and then maybe DNG back in the day. Like
DNG.
this is some cut, and then the high street tried to copy, and then suddenly there's a wave of $1 billion stream coming from them. So it's like in the right time, the whole like I guess society who buys, who consumes high street is gravitating towards that look. So not many people have that revolutionary moment. So like I think the last
true.
probably Tom Brown, maybe Alexander Wang with this like model chic, sweatpants, t-shirt, stuff like that. But yeah, man, when he came and I was suddenly all suits were shrunken and stuff, and then when I first saw it, I think I was a student, and then I think there's still internet, but I think someone showed me like an article, and then like come to this guy, and he was still like very new, like maybe like one store in New York. No, we were like, what the hell? Like we were like, tak faham, man, because we were in school and like it was too short, it's too what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like all
So
like,
you all study by the book.
yeah.
and this is
And
wrong,
then we
lah.
go like, apa ni? Like,
And his jacket looks a little bit slightly a bit small. It's like
it's
like-
shrunken. It's shrunken.
Yeah.
It's really shrunken. Then
Yeah.
like it's like here.
Yeah.
And then like one day Dover Street Market stocks them. We go like, we have to go see. And then
Yeah.
we go like, we tak faham lah. But
That's
then
true.
lama-lama we go like, okay
I
lah.
think it's very, very cool. lah,
I think
to
it's
be
really
honest.
cool.
It's damn
Like, yeah,
dope.
like I
Then
would
you
love
got-
to have a
Yes.
Yeah,
Super
like even like
goals, man.
but then I would rock Tom Brown, but I would rock it like real Tom Brown. Like I would make sure that I would wear it as how he would like it lah.
Yes,
shorts,
yes.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Oh
not
my
cheap,
God. Yeah, definitely that. Okay, that is the type of suit I would wear every day because
It's
it's
casual,
short.
it's
Yes,
casual.
it looks very casual lah.
Yeah.
If you want to invest, maybe you can do a whole Tom Brown head to toe, the tie, the shoes, and all that. It'd be quite nice, right? The grey and stuff.
And with the football socks, like
Yeah.
football socks, knee,
dope.
that-
I think
that's
he's made this look that I think
Yeah.
I think he came when it was still quite dark, and then there was a lot of like the wave of I think he came out 2005, 6.
yeah, give or take about
I think
that.
London was still booming, and then it was
Yeah.
still quite like Dior Home stuff, and then suddenly
This American
he just
guy, yeah.
shaped this thing like.
Crazy, right? Isn't it?
Do you do tux though?
I do. Tux is, yeah, we do.
Is it a whole different ball game compared to
Just-
art?
just I mean, it's just we do it as how long in hours it takes, but it's a bit longer. But we do tux because the weddings are big
Yeah.
money for it.
How
Actually, speaking of tux, like sorry to cut you. I read like some of those magazines, like what's that, Tatler, those kind of
Yeah.
things. Some uncle they still go for that fishtail.
but no, the fishtail I think is for an event. If they want that thing, then they have to wear it.
Oh, is it? It's a required thing, is it like that?
I don't know. You want to become a sir? I don't know. I really don't know. Like,
True, right? I mean,
don't
it,
know.
like got knighted or something. I don't know. Yeah, probably. have
if
to
you
wear
are
the-
knighted, I believe.
Next week I tell you I'm knighted. Next week. Okay.
No, okay. If you get knighted, I think it's the most suitable excuse or occasion for you to wear that. Other than that, I feel that it's straight up.
I don't know, man. Even if I'm meeting the Duke of I don't know whatever lah.
Maybe
I'm not gonna wear
the
that.
PA asks you to wear, then you have to make. I don't know. Like
Yeah, that's
I
true.
forgot. I will check out. My fashion history is not as sharp as anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
sure
Is
it's
it
a
it's a
occasional
requirement,
thing.
right? Isn't it? Have you done that before? Like the fishtail.
I just do the one for Dato. When you get the number one jacket. Before, yeah.
I see.
So okay, what's the difference between like tux and normal suit making though?
Thin tux is there's different collars, so that the peak or the
Yes,
shawl, and
yeah.
then the real tux is satin. It has to have a satin lapel, and then should be full line, and then should be very very as classic as it stands lah.
Basically, imagine yourself holding a cigar.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have anyone came to you and do one printed one with flowers like Dolce and Gabbana stuff like that?
But then
okay,
like
I
but
know
then
what
they
you're talking about. Yeah,
when they
yeah.
move, then they realize like I'm trying to like tell them like get your money's worth and like be as classic, and then I think slowly they adapt.
That's true.
There's more lah, but the requests are not really
Crazy.
podcast friendly lah, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
But this is not a friendly podcast
Yeah,
anyway.
this is not very.
This is not
what,
friendly
what do you
one.
mean? What do you mean by
Yeah.
not podcast friendly? Like how?
You don't need to drop name, but you
Offline
can
lah,
just-
offline lah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
offline, I see.
Y'all cannot hear that. Man.
No lah, basically nothing.
But,
There's not nothing
but speaking
like
of which, though, would you want to have a tux?
No.
Oh, really?
I really can't see myself, even in this industry, I can't see myself wearing a tux anytime soon.
I dream of having a tux.
Unless
That's like my.
unless I really super baller lah, like really damn baller, I really buy for fuck's sake only. Because I really can't see myself.
Oh yeah, the
going to-
request. I think the two houses also we also kind of know why, right? Two wives lah, maybe like
Okay, okay.
maybe if, like in Malay culture, like
Mm.
they choose like every even number is like your first wife, every odd number is your second wife. Like if you really want to go through the law, like to be very equal.
Okay.
So they have to straight away make two lah. Like if you're the law abiding.
Oh, okay. Now I get.
So
now I get what you
like,
mean. Yes,
like
nice,
in March,
yes.
1, 3, 5, something like that is like their first wife. They're in their first wife's house, or the house with their first wife, and then the 2 4s of the month they're like in the second. Yeah,
I get what you mean.
so like maybe they won't know, like they're spending time with the second wife, but I have to go to the first wife's house because my suit's there. Might as well they make 2, for example, or the trousers maybe.
Interesting.
This is very interesting, man. Like-
But I like the idea. Like it's like look, like I make 2, no headache for me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it benefits you lah, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
so it's quite cool. But then of course I start imagining like, if you make 1, maybe like you want to wear your favorite trouser and then it's there, but you can't because it's the odd number days.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, say for example, right now you get a chance to someone is making a tux for you lah.
okay.
What is the detail that you will go for? Like right now,
I
like how you imagine your tux will look like?
velvet lah.
Velvet,
Oh yes.
Yeah, velvet or emerald.
Phew.
emerald.
These two
Flags,
color is very very nice, very class, very atas lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love a white tux.
White tux, huh?
White
I think,
tux
I
is a
think,
bit-
okay, do you know why? It's because it's super hard to pull off. You either look like a fucking waiter boy or like you just don't lah. You get and try. I feel like it's so hard that it's so intriguing to try.
But can like the cream ones are nice.
Yeah, like the cream.
Yeah.
Ooh, bro.
Like G-Eazy, I think he had one time.
But I feel that white is very safe. That's the thing.
Really?
I feel it's very
I
safe.
feel like the classic
and black.
like the classic black one is like really safe.
that and white lor.
I only make navies. I like dark navy suits and
Dark navy suits.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think nice
those-
because the blue and black.
I don't know. All over the internet, people say navy suits are blasphemy or some shit like that.
blasphemy.
It's like it's very wrong. It's like
Why is
nobody
it wrong?
wears navy.
But I thought it's like entry level.
I
It's
don't
like
know, man.
entry
I
level.
read that lah.
Navy is like if you never had a suit before, I will introduce you to
Navy
navy
lah.
suit.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
why
like
navy
entry
instead
level.
of black though?
I think black was meant like from the history first for funerals and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Navy.
And navy, then after like the idea of suit is to have a like a cohesive or streamlined wardrobe, and navy works well with your earth tones and blacks. So like if you want to wear black belts and shoes,
Yeah,
then
that's true.
definitely navy because you can buy your tan color shoes
Yes,
or
yes,
your chukka
yes.
boots and stuff like that. So navy, but black can only just be that thing lah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of people that like pull up to red carpet events wearing a full-on nice tux but
Yeah.
sneakers?
Depends on some can really work. Some,
yeah,
it's
it's
just
a
it's just a
50-50
very
thing,
it's just really like how
I feel that it's still very wrong. They're trying to be cool and hip,
yeah
but respect the suit, man. You get what I mean?
yeah.
I feel that you should still respect the suit, man. You know, complete the entire look. Don't try to be edgy, lah, bro.
I think like if you want to wear a suit and sneakers, definitely lose the tie just to really just really shout it out that you're going casual. Don't be this like halfway
Or a
guy.
cap.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
put
yeah.
on a cap.
Don't be very halfway.
What about no socks? Like
Okay, I like it.
crop pants but no socks and
No, not crop lah. Like no breaks is nice. I like a no sock thing.
Yeah.
The Italians do that a lot, so I thought I was very influenced by that.
Yeah, I think
When
I
we
think
were in
it's
PT,
pretty
and
cool
we
though.
saw that, and like, oh, dope.
Yeah, it's fire though. Yeah.
I
But
feel
then
that-
everyone got blisters after that. It's like
yes, definitely.
my
true.
flat feet giving me blisters.
I still remember I was still studying and how I sort of got like not say get into a suit game, but like how I sort of know like okay, maybe I want to try. Is like this guy Nick Wooster. Remember the-
Yeah, he dope.
like,
Yeah, he dope.
Like that guy, he wore like the short pants.
He wore Tom Brown
blazer.
very well.
Yeah, he wore
Yeah.
Tom Brown very well, and that was like,
You wear comedy song very well.
yeah, man.
You guys are about the same age or what?
No, I'm
No.
25.
And I'm 28.
Okay.
Yeah, so like there's
Yeah.
like this
Age gap lah.
age gap
No,
lah.
cool lah. It was the same era lah.
Yeah.
So okay, so if you were to, for example, like you're not a suit maker lah.
Mhm.
Okay, you are a suit maker,
If
but
I'm not a filmmaker,
no, okay, you are a suit maker,
my
but
char kway teow can maybe pop off.
I never doubted that before. But and you were to buy a suit from a designer brand, what brand would you go for?
Wow. Right now, maybe a lot of. Right now, I go for BN Tailor. It's a South Korean tailoring outfit. They're super cool.
Mhm.
And maybe I would be very pro ASEAN Asian brands.
Oh,
lah. I
wow.
would go for like Escort Chang from Hong Kong.
Why
Or
though?
WW Chan from China. I don't know, like this is like we have to own it lah.
That's true.
Nice.
That's
We
true.
have to own it. Or maybe I will go for those WW Chan, Escort Chang and WW Chan from China, or BN Taylor from Korea. They're doing they're getting notable from Italian brands as well. Like go these guys cannot be fucked.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's just cool. Their legacy. I like brands like tailoring houses last centuries, right? Fashion brands.
Yes, that's true.
5 years or so, like they're like on the lifeline. You know? So also I realized that could
One
be
virus kills it all.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like tailoring is something like I wouldn't say it's like everlasting, but it looks like I have a more standing chance.
It's slow but steady lah.
But then imagine like look at me, like what would I do? Like what, a shirt with like asymmetrical pattern? Like what would I do? Like I really feel like if I'm a brand, right? Like what can I do? Like really,
I see. That's true.
I would do like a funny sleeve. I don't know. Like I really don't know. I really don't know.
That's
like
true.
you see, I don't have that design thinking anymore. I've lost it. I pretty washed lah basically.
I see. Trying to stick to the classics lah in that sense almost.
It takes some stamina and to really outgrow. Like I really respect like Jocha so much. He's very firm. And
Do you think one day you actually like fuck it? I'm gonna come back out again. I'm gonna rebrand the entire thing.
rebrand salted egg chicken rice. No lah. I think I'll definitely make it younger, and then I'll make it. I think S Bahar will be as classic as it is. Like, what's your referral number to get in? I not that to be as. I think the bigger I get, I think I want to make it the smaller it is.
I get what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Like I want it like
What's the youngest like client you ever gotten?
17-year-old.
What?
Yeah,
17?
Yeah, he's so cute lah. He's one of my closest friends now, man. Shout out.
Damn.
Yeah, now he's gonna study abroad soon, but I don't know how to MCO. Yeah, he reads a lot, and he saw my Instagram. Then he was like super writing long DM saying like, "It would be so nice to see you." Then I just come over. And now we have a good friendship. But then like this year's birthday, he was like, "You're the first designer who talked to me like an adult and stuff." It's like, dude, but then I understand he's really sweet about it lah. But yeah, I have that. I have a very nice palette of customers. I've never had like an ass in my life. Like no, like really, like I don't know why.
Oh,
Nice
so far throughout, you have never met someone that is just
Because
really
tailors are meant to be drilled anyway. So like he goes like, I think a bit more slim, and then you go like, okay, enough. I think the drilling part is not tedious. They pay part of that. It's already charged in that. And they go like, oh, I like my trousers a bit more short. I go like, don't be too cropped. And they go like, okay lah, we meet in the middle, just half an inch lah. I just don't want it to. I know I don't like. I know this has no break already, but I like it that's slightly cropped. That's my style. Then I go okay. So that drill is the back and forth, but you paid me to do that already. And also one thing, if you go to a tailor, we are not like magic makers. Like we cannot. The drill is part that we should collaborate. I cannot think of. I cannot think that you know what you don't know. You know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really like go like, I think macam ni pendek sikit boleh tak sikit je. Then it's just like then you meet.
It's a give and take.
Yeah.
It's a give
But
and
don't
take.
like expect your first fitting like
be
squeaky clean and stuff. But
I
it's
see.
impossible. It's possible, but
I mean, if say for example you're an experienced client, then I'm guessing it's easier.
It's
for the next
definitely
client,
easier,
right,
yeah.
isn't it?
like today we sent like 3 jackets yesterday to the client's house. It was just so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the. I think he's like his invoice number is like 003 or something like that. Like really like.
One of the first few.
Yeah, and then we still until to this day. It's
okay.
dope.
Interesting. Okay, so like I mean we talked about quite a lot of stuff today, lah, right? So maybe let's talk about the future a little bit. Like maybe not so much of the future of like Espaha, but more like what do you think about Malaysian scene? Like in the sense, like do a lot of young people actually want to be a tailor? Like
No, I think not really. But I think there's no harms to be part of the tailoring business. But how to
it's hard
say?
work, right? Isn't it?
Why do you say not really though?
I think the future for ready to wear there'll be I think the future for ready to wear will definitely see quite obsolete in tailoring because they can get a lot of good fits right ready to wear. They say like guys like brands like Suit Supply,
Yes.
so they have different fits, and then I think every body type has a fit. Like I
Yeah.
would say be a Havana fit, and my friend will be like a Napoli fit because like someone with like most body types have a different fit. So they kind of done
Catered
a lot
for that.
of research to make a tailoring brand for ready to wear. I think what will happen is I think like that's why I say things will get smaller, but you'll just get more premium. Say like if you want to go get a suit in like Kiton and stuff, then it'll just be like 5,000 euros or something, or more at least. And then the rest gets into ready to wear, and you just alter the bits and bobs. So,
But do you think the ready to wear one will kill off the entire suit making line or bespoke suit line?
I've been to a factory in south of Shanghai when I was doing the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, and then I was invited to see how it looks.
Okay.
But when I saw, then of course there's like no cameras a lot. But when I saw that, I was like, Taylor's gonna die lah.
Oh,
They had
shit.
some machines that look like hand stitching, but it's a machine that doing hand stitching. They have
Damn.
some crazy,
China,
some
huh?
Ivan Drago shit lah, like really out of this world stuff.
Are
Like
you worried though?
No, because then I'll be a retailer and stuff like that.
That's
not
true.
bad.
And
Yeah.
and I think for nowadays, a lot of tailors, what they provide is an experience.
Yeah.
Right? A big part of that is experience.
I think
right?
the next thing is like retail should be an experience bag, or online should be slightly more. I want to see the next thing is like a Farfetch or Mr. Potter, but instead of ready to wear, they cater to custom tailoring. So like this week, Balenciaga is doing like a custom set. You go to the website and then you do like online bespoke tailoring or something from
That
these
would be
brands.
damn cool, man.
So instead of ready to wear, so it's like custom, and then like the price starts at like £5,000. So things are getting more niche.
Yeah.
So the best things is to make like I
Be
always
smaller.
feel like if like you make things like of a premium, you only cater to the 1%ers
Yep.
and their money. We don't disturb other people's money. Don't
Yeah.
make things for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, the idea is like I don't make mass products because I also don't know how to. Like I really don't know. I really feel that. Am I see when MCO happened? I'm not a necessity, right? Because I'm not open. So basically, I am not a necessity. So if you want to make things for not necessity, might as well make the best out of the unnecessary. So make it unnecessarily beautiful, unnecessarily premium. If this is just for your world and you only have one life, may as well make something really good.
That's a good point. Make it unnecessary premium
Yeah.
and unnecessary.
So people can
beautiful.
appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
you know,
That's true.
Because I'm not a necessity. Like
Yeah.
I'm not food, I'm not shelter, I'm not
Yeah.
like, so why as well make unnecessary, like, so as long as you're living and breathing in this world, why not see a really nice product?
Wow.
Then you die.
That's true. That's dope stuff, man.
Got
So
me.
for okay,
It's
maybe,
like,
yeah. So I mean,
because I'm hungry lah, puasa lah.
Okay, so I think we're coming to an end of the
Yeah,
podcast.
man.
Thanks,
so
bro.
right before we end the podcast, maybe we should, like say for example, right now, if I am a young guy, I want to get into the tailoring game. Like, what do you think I should? Any advice? Like,
Study.
right?
Study lah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like if you say like, oh, I know a few tailors, and then I think I can make a tailoring business, fine. Because like, I know tailors, they're doing very well, but they're not really tailors. But they go like, oh, my dad used to own a factory that does uniforms, and then I met a few cutters. So I have a, say for example, a Margiela suit or Dior suit, and I wanted him to do, and then he got it forehand. But then eventually he did his research, right? But if someone wants to be a tailor like from through and through, I mean, you can. I think there's no harm to it, but there's a lot. Like I remember,
Is it like an apprenticeship kind of thing?
yeah, when we did the
Almost.
apprenticeship, I did like the one, the brand that the stock is in Dover Street Market, and my
Ah,
friend
ah,
did
ah.
like proper, went to Seville Row. Right?
Oh, okay. Wow.
I just
wow.
thought that I didn't have the stamina. Like I'm the type who calculate risk very well. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I know if I go there and I become a D student, I don't want. I want to go somewhere I can be like a B plus at least.
I see. Okay.
But he was like the first 3 weeks or first 6 weeks of his internship, all he does is just sew buttonholes.
Damn.
Then until the master cutter see he's done some improvement, then start with the shirt pattern, and then start with the collar, then start. It's really some Karate Kid stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of which, though,
There's a lot of time, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
he mentioned a pretty cool place, Savile Row, bro. You should go.
Don't know lah.
You like it's dope. Like it's that street is cool lah. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's like wow, it's so premium that you just like
I don't know whether you last time Severo had a shop, and then it's called B, like B store, and then B store then changed to the other shop in Carnaby, the other.
Yes.
So
yeah,
before other they had B store, and then B store every year the best graduate collection they will buy the collection and they'll showcase because how they support. And then in 2007 they bought my collection.
I see.
So the guys, two of them became other store in Carnaby.
Yes.
And they stocked Lemaire and stuff.
Yeah,
and one guy, Jose Navas, became Farfetch and became a billionaire. Yeah. Were you around still when there's like a shoe shop called Swear London and stuff? Swear. It's like they do like, they left already, Swear.
No.
It's like
I
a
don't
high
think so.
street type thing.
I don't think so.
So the guy also is now Farfetch. And he's a Portuguese billionaire.
Damn.
See, one thing when you live abroad, you can really see dreams do come true. Like
Yeah.
my friends, like my friend was doing his thesis in New York when Kid Cudi was just a assistant in the bathing ape store.
Yeah.
So he really saw, and the guy's like, "Yo, I'm gonna make this music thing. I'm gonna do this thing." And then like one thing you know, like you're in iTunes chart. Yeah, so it's so nice to see sometimes like if you catch a glimpse of someone who's really destined for success and stuff. Dope, man.
And I think one of the benefits of being overseas, or at least being the area where those things are happening, is that the proximity is really close.
Yeah.
Like the proximity is so close. Like I had this friend, when I was working retail, she's just a girl that DJs. She's pretty good lah. Like I've been to some of her gigs and stuff like that. Bro, she has like Skepta on her WhatsApp number. Like she's like a nobody. But you see the proximity makes it easier for you to to move
But
forward.
also it depends if you are from East London, maybe then until you cross paths, then you can, right? Like,
that's true,
like someone like my Yana's family from Pahang or Perak would like be like, oh shit, I have Rizzo's WhatsApp. It's like same. Like,
exactly.
So
The proximity is there. You get what I'm trying to say.
The last few bits I always feel also everyone's like, I DJ, produce, design, like come on, like so many of these guys in the parties and also get quite headache.
Yeah, that's true. Like you got too many similar kind of interests, isn't it?
And I feel like everyone, like it's almost like you're force feeding someone to have quite similar likings to be something.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's just nice like people nowadays they are so afraid to just be make mistakes and stuff. I think so. Like even now, if I feel like in this current climate, if I'm a college student, I'll be so damn scared to just like do something out of my free goodwill. And then after I feel like I'll be like shunned upon or something like that. Last time there's a bit of freedom, like
definitely.
Yeah, all my photos from MySpace, this thing got deleted right now. But if it's still exposed and shit, man,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, it was really, really nice talking to you, man. If you guys want to get a suit done, you should get it done by the best lah.
Asbahar.my on
Instagram,
and then call my number.
Yeah, then
don't call during the
night. It sounds a bit wrong the process, but don't worry, you'll come out with a nice suit lah.
Yeah.
No, I think just the idea, like, at the same time, there's ways, like I'm sure there are a few steps and tips that if you wanna before you go to a tailor, do some research. Maybe I'm not the brand for you also. Like you never know. Maybe you like a different brand. So like it's something that tailors now also have a signature cut. So we're not just someone who like
just do whatever.
Yeah, you rub the thing and then thing. Like, we're not genies, right? So like you feel that we are quite the aesthetic you want. Then just thank you.
Just do research on to know what you want.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that is very important. I think a lot of people don't do enough. Like they just like I want this look.
It's either that and then some guys do over research. Like he came with an iPad and he's like given different like this is our garden wedding and stuff. But which I also quite like he's so visually like certain like okay the wedding planner says it's like it should be earthy colors so stuff. That's nice.
That's pretty cool. So those of you trying to get wedding successful interview, I think you need a promotion, suit, man. Promotion, whatnot. Yeah. Welcome
to the team, man. Like welcome to the family. It's really like a small family, man. Like the clients then know each other now, and then some have forged businesses and making tons of money.
That's good. Hopefully, me and Ben one day can got a chance to go for it. Too.
Yeah, God's willing, man.
Can lah.
Okay, so if you like this podcast, please give this podcast a thumbs up and subscribe as well.
Yeah.
So once again, this is Isaac,
And
Thank
Ben
you for
here.
having me, guys.
and this is S Bahar, and we'll see you guys at the next podcast, man. Ciao.
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 Whew, that was a hella long podcast, man.
Yeah, man,
And
holy
we're
shit.
losing our touch, bro. But yeah, if you do like that podcast, do subscribe on Masters MY on YouTube for the visuals. On the podcast audio will be on Spotify, Apple Music, all that jazz, man.
Yeah, and if you really like today's guest and you want to find out a little bit more about him, please go to s.sbaha.my on Instagram to check it all out.
Yeah.
He does close appointments only.
Yep.
So it's best you guys give a phone call and just see him, you know,
Yeah.
for more customized
Yes, sir.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So till then, this is Isaac,
And Ben here.
and we'll see you at the next podcast, man.
Ciao.
Ciao.